Morning, Slacky's here again, the nation's favourite butcher, back on your screens, and we're still on YouTube. So this week we are lamb. We've done beef last week, now we're doing lamb, and we're going to do shoulder of lamb. So this is a front shoulder, there's a pair of them, 1, 2 each side, so you get 2 shoulders on a lamb, and this piece is it here, just this bit. So what we're going to do is, we're going to break it down into primals, and then we'll just take the top bones out of the shoulders because we need these for butcher shop as they've been ordered. So this is a lamb, obviously, and it weighs 26 kilos dead, right? These are from a good friend of mine, Mr. Hill, a good drinking friend of mine, lives less than a mile from this road, from our shop, so more local than most. It is local British lamb at its very, very best, and that is the end result. That's what a British lamb looks like. I have to give him credit because he's a good sheep farmer. He doesn't have many attributes in life, but sheep farming is one of them. He's very good at it. Now his fiancée Ruby's with him, pointing him in the right direction. So what we'll do is, we'll turn out so you can see. Can you see how the legs run off? They run down this divot here. We'll mark that with our knife. Straight across. And we saw through that, and that will separate the legs from the loin. Like so. So there's your legs of lamb. Pop them to one side. We don't need them right now. Next up, shoulders. So when we push these in, when we kill these, this shoulder here hangs down here. What we do is we put a score in there. We push it up, push its shoulder into its blade here, and we just pierce it there. And that holds the shoulder in place while it sets up. And then the bone behind, usually just a couple of centimetres behind this bone here, we just saw across. We take the neck off as well, because neck of lamb is very, very popular at the moment. So there we've separated a pair of shoulders from the loins. So we've got our shoulders of lamb, our loins of lamb, saddles of lamb, should we say? Saddles of lamb. There are your chops. There's your Donny chops, hashtag Barnes the chops, and then there's your legs. What we're going to do is remove the neck, so we just very simply straight through there. This will be a Texel lamb, and there's your neck. We'll slice and dice that up in a bit. Then we're going to split the shoulders in half. So again, open the shoulders up. And saw straight down the middle. I know a lot of people use bandsaws and that these days, but we're still a bit old-fashioned here. We still use a bit of Yorkshire muscle to push the saw through. And there you go, a pair. Just move my big chopper. Don't want to chop it off, do I? So, shoulders of lamb. And you see this blood in here. This is where the lungs have been removed. So they removed the lungs through its throat and that's why you end up with a little bit of blood in there. Now we've got to just mark it. Open her up. What we don't want to do is we don't want to stick into the meat. We just want to keep as close to the bone as we can. Lamb's very expensive. Price per kilo. Lamb is the most expensive meat there is, by the way. There's today's lesson. So price per kilo, lamb is more expensive than any other animal. We're just removing this bone. Very, very slowly, top bone. And we flip it up there. We can go in and out of the bones if you want. I know some butchers will. But we have a big trade here at Slacky's for minced lamb. And not only do that, we do things like lamb bombs, we do lamb koftas, we do minty lamb pinwheels. So we use the trim of lamb quite a lot. So when we remove this bone here, we'll remove that bone there. And then in here, what I spoke to you about, this big lug of lamb fat. Just pull it off, look. Trim that beautifully up. It's also its knuckle on. So we remove the knuckle. Some butchers don't take it off. I always take it off because I think it looks prettier. Makes it look a bit tidier. Then we want to just cut this in half. So it's basically straight down the middle. We can mark it straight down the middle. And I'm not going to lie to you, lamb shoulder, slow roasted, could possibly be one of the nicest foods there is. It's absolutely stunning. There you go, look. A pair of shoulders, a beautiful British local lamb, which come from the front end of the lamb. There's the shoulder. That's the shoulder, that's how we look at it on our lovely diagram there, look. A pair of shoulder lamb, locally produced, British, well done Tommy and Ruby Wright, another quality product, and why we should be supporting British lamb all the time and no foreign lamb. Job's a fish.